You are probably asking yourself why Matic is performing so well even if we are in a bear market. We saw the Matic token going from its lowest value at around 33 cents to over $1 per coin in the past months. The main reason for this great performance is because they announced that zero-knowledge Ethereum virtual machine is complete, allowing developers to deploy Ethereum smart contracts to a Layer 2 scaling solutions that scale infinitely. This crypto space milestone technology was expected to take many years to be developed, allowing us both the scalability benefits of ZK proofs and compatibility with the Ethereum virtual machine. Another reason is that Ethereum is approaching the merge, and either this will be successful or not, Polygon will still be ready to further scale the Ethereum network with its scaling solutions. However, let's start from the beginning to understand what Polygon is about, why its scaling solutions are attracting so much attention, what are the latest news driving the price higher, and what we could expect in the future. Polygon is a Layer 2 blockchain, faster, cheaper, and easier to use with the main goal of scaling the Layer 1 blockchain Ethereum, which is slower and more expensive to adopt. Polygon was founded in 2017 by Anurag Arjun, Jayanti Kannani, and Sandeep Nailwile. Mihailov Jelic then joined as co-founder at a later stage in 2021. The network was built by Polygon Technology, a software company based in India, and the development has been coordinated by the Polygon Foundation. It launched its mainnet in June 2020, and after 2 years of developments, they are reaching many upgrades all at once this year. Polygon's main goal is to help Ethereum scale by connecting Ethereum-compatible blockchain networks, integrating scalable solutions, and supporting a multi-chain Ethereum ecosystem. The founders and the team, even during bear markets, consistently delivered upgrades and progress since day one, something that we must give credit for. The team is built by experts in different fields. For example, the current CEO, Ryan Wyatt, was the former head at YouTube before joining the Polygon studio, or Jennifer Kachula, former global head of platforms marketing for Meta for 11 years, now leading the Polygon's marketing initiatives. The project has many big investors behind, like Binance Labs and Coinbase Ventures, to mention some of the most popular. Big investors and very influential public figures like Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary are invested in the project too, which have shown their support several times in the past, and they are actively participating on developing applications on the Polygon blockchain. Going back to Polygon's technology, let's now look into their scaling solutions that they are implementing for Ethereum. Maiden was implemented in November 2021, which has its own virtual machine, different but compatible to the Ethereum virtual machine. Maiden relies on zero-knowledge technology, roll up thousands of Layer 2 transactions into a single Ethereum transaction, increasing throughput and drastically reducing transaction fees. This allows to create safer and highly complex smart contracts, allowing enterprises and developers to create decentralized applications that operate on Polygon and Ethereum blockchains. They then recently announced that Polygon ZK, or Zero Knowledge, was completed, as we predicted it would have been in the last video. What separates Polygon Zero from other ZK scaling solutions is the power of their groundbreaking prover system, which generates ZK proofs faster than any other existing tech. This enables a more horizontal, scalable, and decentralized zero-knowledge proofs layer to leverage even more and deliver higher performances. We then have the scaling solution called Plasma, which is currently fully functional, and it is the Polygon POS chain. Plasma allows chains to be built within chains, exponentially increasing scalability and adoption. Polygon Edge Scaling Solution is a modular and extensible framework or software development kit that allows to build Ethereum-compatible network blockchains. This is a solution for enterprises, and the blockchains will eventually be either centralized and private or public. Hermes is an open-source ZK rollup optimized for secure, low-cost, and usable token transfers on the wings of Ethereum. Avail Scaling Solution launched on testnet at the end of June and enables modular chain design, where various execution environments can use Avail for data ordering and availability. Nightfall launched at the end of May on the mainnet. This is one-of-a-kind privacy-focused rollup that creates a private and scalable transaction solution. They then launch on the mainnet Polygon Supernets, which are dedicated, scalable blockchains that aim to ignite mass adoption of Polygon and Web3. Lastly, Polygon ID launched on 22nd of June. This is a self-sovereign identity solution powered by ZK cryptography that brings huge potential for decentralized autonomous organization governance. In the past months, so much happened that we must bring it to your attention, as this is a clear sign of Polygon being significantly adopted as a Layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum out of its competitors. Polygon CEO Ryan Wyatt announced via Twitter that Polygon partnered with Meta to create an NFT platform for Instagram and Facebook. Wyatt said Meta chose Polygon due to its carbon-neutral footprint and high scalability, and this partnership will expose Polygon's blockchain ecosystem to Meta's combined 2.9 billion users. The supported blockchains will be Polygon and Ethereum, initially with Solana and Flow to follow. Tether, the company that stands behind the biggest stablecoin by market capitalization, started to offer its stablecoin USDT on the Polygon blockchain. This will drive a lot of flow of money into the Polygon ecosystem. Polygon reached its carbon neutrality in mid-April by partnering with Clima.DAO, and they are planning to go carbon negative in 2022. Clima.DAO is a decentralized collective of environmentalists, developers, and entrepreneurs that is widely recognized as a pioneer in the nascent on-chain carbon market. Polygon recently partnered with Stripe, a company that primarily offers payment processing software and application programming interfaces for e-commerce websites and mobile applications. Thanks to this partnership, platforms using Stripe can instantly send money to verified recipients across the globe on Polygon. Businesses using Stripe can enjoy fast, low-cost, and eco-conscious transactions while taking advantage of Ethereum's security and decentralization. Twitter will be the first platform to use this feature by paying out crypto earnings to content creators who use Twitter's monetization products. Payouts will be made in USDC stablecoin on Polygon blockchain. They enabled cross-chain deposits, a unique feature that allows users to deposit assets on one chain and use them as collateral on the other without going through a centralized exchange or the hassle of swapping their tokens from one chain to another. Circle integrated Polygon to its USDC multi-chain authorized distributor program with the goal of reducing steps for who wants to use USDC on the Polygon blockchain. USDC is a fiat-backed stablecoin launched in 2018 on the Ethereum blockchain. It is fiat-backed because they keep in a reserve all the dollar's worth of stablecoin as collateral to guarantee for its one-to-one peg with the dollar. This integration makes Polygon the first scaling network supported by Coinbase for transferring those crypto assets. This will obviously attract more developers and decentralized applications into its ecosystem, as it has an economy which can be relying on a secure stable coin. Matic has been integrated as form of collateral for the Nexo card, allowing you to keep your Matic coins into the Nexo wallet, and based on how many you have, they give you a credit to spend for everyday purchases, on which you get up to 2% in crypto cashback rewards. Thanks to this credit cards, you can keep your coins on stake to generate up to 7% yearly rewards, and use the credit they offer you in the meanwhile. If you want to know more about Nexo, check the video I made specifically on it on my channel. Polygon ID integrates Verite decentralized identity solution to put people and institutions firmly in control of their identities in the next iteration of the internet. Verite is a project founded by Center in February, and Center has been founded by Coinbase and Circle. CME integrates 11 altcoin, including Polygon, to show reference rates and real-time indices. CME is used for futures trading by institutions, which suggests there is institutional interest. Robinhood has recently listed Matic. It is a popular stock and crypto investing app in the US with over 15 million monthly active users. In late May, Aave launched its decentralized social media platform on Polygon called Lens Protocol. Polygon partnered with phone manufacturer called Nothing to integrate Web3 technology. They launched an NFTs collection which helped to crowdfund their phone launch, and they will offer further advantages and deals for its holders. Reddit, with its over 400 million users, has started selling NFT avatars on Polygon blockchain. Polygon has been selected to partake in Disney's 2022 Accelerator program to build on Polygon's Web3 technology, which is focused this year on augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and NFTs. Matic is the token that powers the Polygon ecosystem. It is an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain, but it also exists on its own blockchain. It has a 5% inflation rate and a maximum supply of 10 billion tokens. 87% is already in circulation, and its release tokens should drastically decrease in the coming months to reach its maximum supply in the coming years. The token has a burn mechanism, which will probably cause Matic to never reach its 10 billion tokens. This burn mechanism is manual. It will accumulate for each time a user pays for a transaction, and then users will have to burn every time it reaches a 25,000 Matic token level, and in exchange, they will get a reward. As we can see here on top left, already over 3 million tokens worth over $2 million have been burned, and always more supply will be burned over time with the increasing adoption of the network. If we have a look at this graph from Masari, we can see how in the coming months the supply should increase significantly, as well as afterwards the release supply will decrease drastically, decreasing also the possible sell pressure. This is positive because the low release supply, combined with the burn mechanism and the increasing demand, will drive the value much higher. So I believe Matic will have a great performance in the coming months and in a long period of time. In the past, the token has performed very well after this increasing released supply and decreasing release rate afterwards. We can see here first of all in October 2020 and then in April 2021, which was also during the bull run and everything was going up. The Matic token is trading at around $0.83 per coin and its market cap is $7.3 billion. Depending on how Bitcoin will perform, the other coins will follow, and so will Matic. If Bitcoin goes lower, I wouldn't be surprised to see Matic going back down, as usually altcoin tend to lose value against Bitcoin during bear markets. If Bitcoin turns bullish, without a doubt, Matic will follow too and will likely go back over $1 per coin, as its progress never stopped and they recently announced many exciting upgrades. If you want to stake your Matic tokens, there are decentralized exchanges and service providers that allows you to do liquid staking without 21 days lockup period. You can delegate your Matic token on Strader or Lido decentralized applications, and in exchange you will get these X-Matic, a secondary Matic token. This liquidity provider token will generate 8% yearly rewards, and when you want, you can swap it back for the main Matic token and sell. There are now over 25,000 decentralized applications being built on the Polygon blockchain, 700% increase from last October. These decentralized applications will increase the Matic demand as they will need Matic for the smart contracts execution, and it will eventually drive its price higher. The adoption and expansion of the network is increasing, and it definitely has bright times ahead in the long term. However, in the short term, if the crypto market and Bitcoin shows weakness, we could see lower prices. It is good to consider both circumstances. However, I personally am positive about Matic, to also keep in mind that, as mentioned before, it is moving fast towards its maximum supply and in the next months will drastically decrease the new token's issuance rate, which will significantly decrease sell pressure. Many projects and initiatives are being built on the network. To mention some, Selfridges is launching its NFTs collection in collaboration with Paco Rabanne. So did Adidas launch their NFTs collection on the Polygon blockchain. CoinDesk launched its NFTs marketplace on the Polygon network. Steve Aoki and Bentley are launching their NFTs on the network too. Lastly, Discover MSB is launching its Life chain on the Polygon blockchain to bring healthcare solutions. Matic is risky at the moment as all the other altcoins, but I stay extremely positive for the long term, and when we turn bullish I will buy more. As Layer 2 scaling solutions, looking at the on-chain data, Matic is the most used Layer 2 solution, and it represents the largest share of transactions on Ethereum. Ethereum's compatibility and Polygon's lower fees will lead always more into many projects to launch on the Polygon chain, as we will see many projects migrating for lower fees and faster transactions. To make some examples, Chronos, Uniswap, QuickSwap, Sandbox, Sushi, and ApeSwap, they all migrated on Polygon blockchain. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to win Bitcoin prizes from this channel's profits.